Before we dive into the steps, I want you to know you're not alone in feeling stuck. I used to think that if I just worked harder, everything would eventually fall into place. But the truth is, no matter how much effort I put in, I wasn't getting anywhere until I learned these 5 simple steps from Jim Rohn. His teachings helped me realize that success isn't just about working hard. It's about working smart and living with purpose. And today, I want to share these steps with you. Let's start with the first step. Get serious. This might sound simple, but it's where everything begins. Jim Rohn always said you have to get serious about where you're going if you want to get there. What does that mean? It means you have to decide right now what you want your future to look like. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 or 10 years? Is it where you are right now, or do you want something more? Getting serious means making a clear commitment to yourself and your future. For me, it was a turning point when I realized I had to stop drifting and start designing the life I wanted. Think about it. What would happen if you stopped leaving your future to chance and took control of it today? Step 2 is just as important. Get smart. Jim Rohn believed that the more you know, the better decisions you'll make. The truth is, many of us feel stuck because we're trying to solve today's problems with yesterday's knowledge. Rohn taught me that learning doesn't stop when you leave school. It's a lifelong process. To get ahead, you need to be constantly learning, reading, and exposing yourself to new ideas. I started by reading books, attending seminars, and finding mentors who could teach me things I didn't know. It's not about becoming the smartest person in the room. It's about being smart enough to know that there's always more to learn. What's one thing you've been meaning to learn but haven't started yet? Take the first step and get smart. Here's where things start to change. Get going. You can have all the knowledge in the world, but if you don't put it into action, nothing will happen. Jim Rohn used to say, knowledge without action is useless. And he was right. For the longest time, I was that person who would read and learn, but never take that next step. I'd tell myself, I'll start tomorrow, but tomorrow kept slipping away. Then I realized if I don't get going, nothing will ever change. So here's my challenge to you. What's the one thing you've been holding back on? The one thing you know you should do, but you've been putting off? Start small, but start today. Even a small step is better than standing still. Next is get excited. This is where the magic happens. Jim Rohn always emphasized the importance of enthusiasm. He would say, people are attracted to people who are excited about life. And he was right. Your energy matters. When I first started applying these steps, I was going through the motions, but I wasn't excited. Then something clicked. I realized I wasn't just working for money or success. I was working for me. I was building a life that I was passionate about. And when you're excited about your life, everything changes. Ask yourself, what part of your life are you most excited about? If you don't have an answer yet, it's time to find one. Get excited about the process, about your potential, and the journey ahead. Finally, let's talk about get away. This is the step that most people overlook, but it's just as important as the rest. Jim Rohn believed in the power of stepping back and taking time to recharge. He'd say, you can't run on empty forever. You need time to think, reflect, and grow. For me, this was the hardest step. I was always caught up in the hustle, always moving from one task to the next. But I realized that without taking time to reflect, I was just spinning my wheels. Taking time away, whether it's a day off, a weekend trip, or even just a quiet hour to yourself, gives you the space to think, to recharge, and to come back stronger. When was the last time you took a break? Not because you had to, but because you needed it. Getting away could be the key to unlocking the next phase of your journey. So, there you have it. The 5 steps that transformed my life and the same steps Jim Rohn used to create his legacy. Get serious, get smart, get going, get excited, and get away. These steps are simple, but they're powerful. The truth is, you don't need to change everything in one day. Start by taking one step, just one. Get serious about what you want or start learning something new. Take that first small action or find something to get excited about. Or maybe you just need to step back and reflect on where you're going. Success doesn't happen overnight, but every journey begins with a single step. So, what will yours be? If you found these steps helpful, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more content that can help you transform your life. And if you're ready to take that first step today, let me know in the comments which of these steps you're going to focus on first. Remember, small changes can lead to big results. Thanks for watching.